Go. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Too Many Games podcast. I am your host, Michael Cannon, and this is going to be a very special episode of TMG. Guess what, guys? It's episode 9, I think, of the podcast, if I'm correct. Yeah, so I got a couple special guests with me. My cousin, Aiden.
Hey.
My other cousin, Ralph.
Yo.
I got my homie Isiah, as always.
What's up, guys?
And my nephew Gabe, who's going to be talking with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Gabe.
Oh, hello, thank you. My name's Gabe. Also, you said TMG earlier, and I know that means too much games.
Too many games, sir.
Too much games for this episode, so.
You're kind of low. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, continue.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you on. Thanks for both of you guys, all of you guys being here to make this happen. I hope everyone's doing good and staying safe. And so we're gonna get right into it with a couple of announcements and a few game announcements that I don't know if you guys have heard, but I'll just run right through them. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 HD was announced as to be coming out this year. I don't know if anyone cares about Tony Hawk, but
I just heard about that.
Yeah, it's from the team that did the Crash remake too, the Vicarious Visions. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which. I mean, it's Activision, so this is apparently the same studio used to do like Tony Hawk ports to the Game Boy Advance back in the day, but
yeah,
super cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, no.
They come in full circle.
It's gonna be really funny seeing HD characters get super glued to rails.
Yeah.
The way they used to be able to.
My thing is, like, are they going to make them look how they did then, or are they going to update the models to, like, how Tony Hawk looks now?
They look...
Grown man Tony.
Did you see the little trailer thing that came with it? Or?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
They look good.
Yeah, you know what's hilarious? I heard from someone that apparently, like, Tony Hawk's whole life story is that people constantly go up to him and say, you look like Tony Hawk, and, like, no one ever believes that he's Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Heard things like that.
Yeah.
He could be Tony Hawk, though.
You know what's crazy? He does look like someone that looks like Tony Hawk.
Whatever the case.
Well, to be fair, how do you just look like something that you're, like, known for? That's
fucked up.
To, like, Emeril Lagasse. They'd be like, you look like that chef on TV. And it's like, yes, I know. I am him.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, fuck off. Also, randomly announced was a new Paper Mario game for the Switch.
Whoa!
Yeah, they just not only that, but they're like, oh hey, not only does this game exist, but it's coming out in 2 months. So it's called.
What? Damn, that's how you announce a game.
It's called Paper Mario and the Origami King.
What'll make or break it is if it's normal turn-based, or if you're going to use, like, stickers or fucking...
What if I told you that it's normal turn-based?
Then I'd be excited, because that's just a Mario RPG, those are always cool.
Yeah, it's coming out in July.
Let me interject real quick. Do we think that paper games are the saving grace of the original series of some sorts? Did they do like a paper Kirby or like the Star Kirby? They have so many Paper Mario games. Like, does it ever get to a point where it's like we're just pitching this out here because the regular graphic series isn't having any more attention drawn to it?
That's a good point.
No.
Honestly, I think it's a different team who's like, hey, we have an idea for a game, and the company's like, no, that's not good enough for a mainline game. You can make some weird spin-off with that.
That sounds like that.
Yeah, honestly, I think what it was is that they wanted to keep making sequels to the original Super Mario RPG, but I guess since that was like made by Square at the time, they couldn't really like keep. I don't know how that works, but I think
like licensing isn't totally like Nintendo's, I think, or something.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, but I'm looking forward to it. I also want to get the word out there for anyone who has an Epic account that Grand Theft Auto 5 is free right now, currently.
For Epic?
That's
funny.
For PC.
Wow.
Why would that's what?
Well, because
they're trying to get people on that platform.
Yeah, they give away like free games like every month. But also, if you have a PS4, I want to say that the Lego Ninjago movie video game is free, and I downloaded it. And
How's that?
How was it?
I literally was
Lego
playing
game?
it for like 10 minutes, and it was like, please wait while your game finishes installing, and I didn't have the time, so I
That's
just
a long
turned it
ass
off.
wait.
Yeah.
I was helping babysit this one kid who was playing that game, right? And like, it's so flashy and like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it is.
The older, like,
Flashy?
Yeah, you be doing hella combos and shit, chucking people in the fucking air.
yeah, dude. Like, it's just very like. I think it's too tailored to kids now. I think like before, like you could have like a happy medium of like both young and old can enjoy the game.
Well,
So,
I think that Ninjago's that
Specifically.
yeah, that
has to
show
be
specifically is like aimed towards kids.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense.
But also, I never saw that movie, so I don't know. Did you see that
Fucking
movie?
that
No,
Jackie
I've
Chan
seen
in it. He's
was
like
a million
sensei guy.
commercials.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's in it?
Oh yeah, he's
That's
a
the most
sensei guy.
racist
He's
shit
like,
I've
no,
ever
it's
heard.
actually it's actually really fucking funny. Because when you're playing the game, you see clips from the movie, and they just pull it, and they just see Jackie Chan just being a fucking sensei, like Lego.
That's hilarious, bro. I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah. You should check it out. It's like the Lego movie humor, where it's like really like witty and like it's cool.
For sure. Well, you know what? Those are just some announcements I wanted to get out of the way. Now we could begin this podcast how we normally do by going into our backlog. So, yeah, you guys want me to start, or what y'all been playing?
Well, I've been just playing Borderlands 3 still. I recently completed the campaign. I've been working through the DLC.
Oh shit! Yeah, I see you playing every time I hop on, bro. How is that?
It's fun. The story's pretty ass, but
The story's so freaking weird.
yeah, it's bad.
You know, recently JoJo and Isaac came through to spend the night a couple days, and I let them play Borderlands 2, and they got all the way to like level 11 on their character. But since one of them was playing as a guest character, when they tried to come back and play again, it was like they started at level 1. So
That's shitty.
Yeah.
pretty much just they couldn't play anymore. But like I was watching them play, and I was like, this kind of makes me want to play.
Borderlands 2 is definitely just like Borderlands 1 leveled up. Like it really like I don't know. I didn't play that much of it, but I have a hard time playing those games because I hate having to switch my gun all the fucking time. Like I can't use one gun for more than 20 minutes before I find something either better or yeah, it's just that kind of gameplay.
Gabe, do you play any first-person shooters?
Well, I don't have a PlayStation. So, like, it's so weird because I don't have a PlayStation, yet I have PlayStation games. And here's why. My boyfriend, his name is Matt, amazing gamer, you guys will love him.
Shout out to
He
Matt.
gave me his old PlayStation that his brother, due to him having severe ADD and ADHD, took the time to jailbreak. So it had a bunch of games on it, ranging from. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Did you guys hear anything I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So it's just I wasn't able to do online stuff, or else police would be at my door.
What the heck?
I went to GameStop and got some games. I was excited. I have a PS4. Let me get some games. So I got Destiny, which I guess you can only play online.
Damn. That hurts.
The game that I grew up essentially playing, I guess, when it comes to first-person shooters was Black Ops. I remember that when it came out, and I lived with Michael.
Everybody was on that.
That was the best
We
one.
were always playing that.
That was the I think they call it the Call of Duty that was heard around the world.
It was a peak.
I remember you guys staying up until like 3 in the morning playing zombies.
Fuck yeah, man. What do you mean? Of course.
Right. Dude, yeah.
So I would say when it comes to first-person shooters, I do love the Call of Duty series in general, not just Black Ops.
Okay, do you know which one they're on right now?
No, because
Like
I'm
7 more.
Neither do they.
I'm not up the series.
Okay, so going back to Borderlands really quick, Rolf, have you been playing anything else other than that?
Nah, me and Aiden have been playing Silent Hill 4.
Oh yeah, man.
We beat 3 recently.
Wait, are you talking about the Tommy Wiseau? The
Yes.
Silent Hill, the Tommy Wiseau game?
The Room, yeah.
The room. That shit was
How
so
is it,
bad.
bro? That's the one that always gets me. Like it's like an anomaly. I feel like.
Oh, it
It
is.
fucking is.
Oh
dude.
man, it's so different from the rest of the games, but we're enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's scary at the right times. It's fucking weird.
Bro,
Hella
isn't it
weird.
just ridiculous seeing those fucking ghost people just flying past you?
Oh my god. Just fuck those guys.
Fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, I watched a lot of people speedrun that game.
And also, very like you can see PT in the inspiration and shit when
Oh, dude,
you're in
for
an
real.
apartment in first person and shit.
Oh, right, yeah.
For real.
Another game that does like come to my conscience when I think of a first-person shooter, not sure if it's classified for sure, is Resident Evil. I remember
Person shooters, but
Like third
Horror
person,
survival.
right?
Yeah. What have you been playing as of recently, Gabe?
honestly, I am more of a Nintendo player, so Pokemon Shield. Animal Crossing is getting a lot of hype, and I'm here for it. People are like, oh, let me not play it, it's too popular, which everyone does, that's just our culture. But it's actually a pretty fun game when you're just chilling during quarantine. And obviously Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, I mean,
Which Dragon Ball Z you been playing?
I have been playing, hold on, let me get my slip. I have been playing,
Xenoverse 2 or Fighters?
no, I think it was Fighters.
Oh, I have that on my Switch also.
I mean, it's cute, but saying all that. And then I finally only made it for like 2 hours and got tired of it. It just wasn't the cup of tea for me.
Okay. What about you, bro? What you been playing?
Oh, I've been playing nearly non-stop. Just Apex. Season 5 came out. Been playing Apex Legends like that. It's been fucking fun as fuck. And the new character they just released honestly has the best fucking character set of shit of any character. And then that's all I've been playing. I also beat Pokemon, and that shit was. I'm still playing that.
You have Sword or Shield?
That's Sword.
Oh, okay.
I think with Pokemon, it's one of those games that even if you eat everything and catch all the Pokemon, you still go back to it just for a second. Like, that game never gets old.
I've never caught all the Pokemon in my life,
Yeah,
so can't relate to that one.
They're doing it, all right.
Huh?
Me either.
You can't even get them all anymore. They took out like half
Yeah,
of them.
they're not
Oh.
all in the game.
Oh,
In
so
Sword
you
and
can't
Shield.
you can't trade for them or anything?
You could
No,
trade.
they're not in the game. Like you can't put them in your bank and then transfer them to it. They're not programmed into it.
Yeah, there's certain
Oh,
Pokemon
wow.
that they just don't have the models like for that game.
It's
man.
too many at this point.
No,
That's what it is.
definitely. I tried. Last time I attempted to catch them all was fucking X and Y.
And that was
it.
like
That was
how
it.
many more can I get?
Yeah, I got to like 500 something, I think.
I have a hell of
Not
Pokemon.
mad. Like,
They're well over 1,000 now. So yeah,
For
it makes sense.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like 1,200 I think, or the
I was drinking
1,100.
some wine. and I got mad at Matt because I was just like, hey, I want a skinny.
Hey Gabe,
Pokemon
can you
Shield.
can you turn your mic up just a little bit? Is there any way?
Give me 1 second.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I actually might have to put headphones in and talk to.
Bless you.
Was.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So let me find my headphones. real
Yeah,
quick.
no worry. In the meantime, I'll tell you guys what I've been playing, which is I've been playing Assassin's Creed Rogue because I finally beat all of the extra shit that came with Assassin's Creed 4 because there was like a whole like DLC that I told you about, the
Yeah.
slave shit.
Yeah.
That the
That was weird.
yeah, that was pretty weird. The Freedom Cry DLC. And so I'm moving on to Rogue now, which basically is it's the sequel to 4, but it takes place before 3, which is confusing. So yeah, I've been playing that a little bit. What was that?
That does sound confusing. How does that work?
Well,
Sequel.
it's like the characters in 4 are old in Rogue, but the characters that were old in 3 are young in Rogue also, if that makes sense.
Not really.
Okay, so like basically in Assassin's Creed 3, like the main dude gets trained by this very old assassin guy, and basically that old assassin dude is like a young mentor in Rogue.
Okay.
He's like,
So
you know,
Rogue is a prequel?
it's a prequel to 3 and a sequel to 4.
God damn.
Because 4 takes place before 3.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense, I guess.
Yeah, you play as the protagonist's grandfather of 3 and 4.
Why are they so confusing?
Okay, anyways, other than that, I've been playing Doom 3 again. I went back on that. That game is too fucking long. I don't understand. I'm already up to 9 hours into it, and I'm like, this game came out on like the original Xbox. It's a fucking single player first person shooter. Why is it this long?
I guess because I don't think they had multiplayer, huh? That was like all you could fucking do.
But I'm like, dude, I've already fought, like I fought a boss, and I'm like, oh, this has to be like the main dude, and it just kept going, and I was like, okay, guess not. I also, aside from that, I finally bought Bulletstorm. I know I've been talking about that on the podcast for a minute.
Wait, you bought it?
Yeah, bro, I couldn't resist. It was on sale for $15
On Switch?
on Switch. Yeah.
Nice.
It's dope. It took me a minute to get used to it though, because this game isn't like normal first person shooters. Like, it's very Borderlands and Gears of War, but also like playing it, everything is super slowed down. Like when you aim at an enemy, like when you're aiming down the sights, your movement is what?
Go ahead.
Aiming down the sights, like your movement is super slower than it is to just like move around outside, like just moving from the hip. You know what I mean?
It's actually really true. I didn't realize that.
So it threw me off for a minute because like I'm trying to like fucking spray all over the place, but like I'm moving like a fucking turtle when I aim, basically. And also,
Hey, I'm back.
oh yeah, hey, what's going on, Gabe? We're talking about bullets.
Okay,
now.
great.
And like you could pour so many rounds into enemies before they like fall over. That was another thing that threw me off because like I wanted to like shoot and then like aim at another enemy, but I had to empty a whole fucking clip like per person. And I don't know. It's like you can't jump in that game either. That's kind of weird.
What does the A button do?
Well, the button to jump, you kick. It's like you kick motherfuckers now.
Oh.
But you could also like, you know, kick things into other things. You can kick enemies into spikes or like kick barrels into like enemies.
Also, like the highest score, huh? Or
Yeah, that's another thing is like it's super heavy on like every time you do anything you get a fucking score that pops up and it's like 500 points for whatever, and so it's cool. It's like mindless fun, you know, but
the people who grew up on arcade machines really like that game.
it's literally like what I was searching for, which was just a mindless shooter. It kind of sucks that it's just the single player campaign though. I know when the game originally came out, there was like a 3-player online co-op, like see who gets the most within a time limit, like arcade mode.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that I was expecting something like that to be here, but I'm sad that it's literally just the campaign. But you know, it's only $15, and it's made by.
I was just about to say that it was $15.
Yeah, and it's made by Gearbox, the people who did the Borderlands. So you know, it's pretty good. Other than that, though, I haven't been on much. I've been trying to platinum the Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. I'm on the last 2 trophies where I gotta get all of the weapons to the Omega level, and it's so tedious because the game is too small for you to make enough bolts to get it all done within. I basically had to beat the game like 3 fucking times because it's too small and there's not enough money in the game that I need.
That's annoying.
It is annoying.
I remember when I was getting the platinum for Ratchet and Clank, the remake. There was like one trophy I needed to get, and I can't remember what it was now. But basically, I had to beat the game an entire extra time for it after I'd already beaten it on like hard and challenge mode.
You know, I'm glad you brought up platinums because I have with me here a list of Rolf's trophy scores here. Anyone who wants to add Rolf on PSN, his name is Scorch_3DO. But he is a level 17, and he has 3 platinums. I didn't know you actually well, I'll go through them. You platinum Ratchet and Clank, and I didn't know you platinumed Infamous Second Son.
Oh yeah, that game was really fun.
It was, and I tried to.
Infamous is one of my favorite like PlayStation games too.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Have you played? Which one did you play?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Gabe?
Yeah, I was talking to Gabe.
I played the first one, and then Matt showed me a playthrough of the second one because he has it. So we've kind of just been playing that every time I go over just for the hell of it. Not trying to do anything, but just playing.
Right.
That's exactly what it's for. It's a really fun, just hero game.
And what was your 3rd platinum, Ralph?
That was Gravity Rush.
Oh, that's right, on the Vita. Yeah. Okay.
Really like that one too.
So I've sort of set myself like a goal to go back and platinum all of the Ratchet and Clank games since I have all of them on PlayStation 3. So it's kind of weird since I already started on Into the Nexus, but I wanted to go like in order and then make my way eventually to the PS4 one. But talk about tedious. It's very time consuming.
Yeah, some of them you gotta do like challenges. And Ratchet and Clank had some weird challenges.
No, for sure. Definitely.
Those weird like named ones, you just gotta read what it is and just like, I think I know what I have to do there.
Yeah, Into the Nexus is also weird because it's like you don't have to get all of the skills or like do everything in that game to get the platinum. It's just like a bunch of basic shit. I don't know, but I do want to talk about really fast before the podcast. I brought up to Aiden that I was going out to meet up with someone in my area to buy some Xbox 360 games that I purchased through Facebook Marketplace, and I wanted to.
Be careful.
No, yeah, the dude literally was like, he put it in a bag and left it on his porch and was like, just leave the money under the rock. And I was like, okay.
I don't want to touch you.
I was like, bro, what if I just took this shit and didn't...
And then blocked you on Facebook.
You would have no way of knowing.
At all. The fucking dumbass.
I know, right? But anyways, so I kept these games a secret because I wanted to talk about them on here. But the way that I have recently set up my room at my house is like all of my systems are plugged in. So I could play whatever now. Like, I got my Wii U hooked up. I got the 360. I bought
Wii U?
Yeah, bro. Only because you could play Wii games on there.
Why do you love the Wii U?
Oh, I think he was talking about the 360.
The Wii U.
But long story short, I'm starting to build up a old library of games from back in the day of stuff that I might have missed out on, or since I didn't have an Xbox, I didn't get to play. And so I got 5 games that I think are like the perfect, like, I haven't played any of these games, but I think they're the perfect, like, you just got a 360, you need to play these games. So I'm going to go through them. All right. First one is Halo Reach.
Of course, classic.
I've never played a single Halo game. I want to say that now, but I've heard Reach is damn near the best one.
I never liked Halo.
Classic.
I played it.
You don't. It's like you don't even have to have an Xbox or play it to know that it's instilled its history as a game.
That's what my thought process behind it was. I have ODST, but I heard Reach is really like. This is also Bungie's last Halo, so this was like their hoorah, I think.
Reach and ODST are like polar opposite.
What is ODST?
ODST is like you're literally one of those Marines on the side, like a normal human during the war. It's like gritty, and you don't throw grenades hella far. You can't like super jump and all that shit. You're just a normal dude.
So it's like freaking Call of Duty crossover with Halo.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm excited to get into that regardless. The next game I have here is Dishonored.
Nice.
Ooh.
I've literally only seen the box art, and I've heard that this is a good game, and so.
Never played either.
Yeah, why not? My next game is Mass Effect, the original.
How many of those do they have now?
Another classic.
There's 4 Mass Effects.
Right.
I haven't played a single one, but I heard they're amazing up until 3.
Actually, I have played.
Really?
I played Mass Effect 2 at like a friend's house, and I was like,
Have any of you guys played Mass Effect?
A little bit of the first. I only played the demo, so I don't know what the gameplay is like.
Okay, well, another BioWare game. And my next one is Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, you're gonna play that one? That is a classic.
I figure if I'm gonna get into any Fallout game, New Vegas is probably, I hear, is the best one of the series.
Honestly, the story is really good, but if you love the aesthetic of Fallout, like the destroyed cities and stuff like that, it's probably the worst one. It's a desert, literally. It's not exciting at all to look at.
Well, I don't know. I just, basically in my mind, Fallout was always like Skyrim, but like in the post-apocalyptic.
Skyrim with guns, yeah.
Well, my last game is the first Gears of War.
Ooh.
I figure you can't.
If you want a mindless shooter, there you go.
And you want to chainsaw motherfuckers the whole time?
Have you played that, bro?
Of course.
I've never
I had a
played
360 back in the day.
Oh shit! They were also selling Gears of War 3, but I was like, I don't want to play.
Gears of War 3 is definitely like, how many more explosions do you want to see? Like pretty much.
Yeah. Sequel, they just up the action.
You get to like in Gears of War 3, you get to like drive an alien or some shit.
What the fuck?
I forget what it was.
Well, I didn't want to get 1 and 3 because then I'm like, well, I'm not gonna know what happened in 2. Like.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
2 has the best campaign. That's.
I think I hear people say 2 stories the best.
You played 2 also?
I played every single one.
Oh, I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah, those are my shit, bro.
Those
Those are the best fucking Xbox games to me, like personally.
Well, shit, they were $5 each, but for 5 of them, he gave them for 20. So
also, Gears of War has a lot of cussing for the children out there. Don't play that game.
Literally, all of these games are rated M. I realize that.
And we all had our parents buy them.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you had your parents buy them? Okay.
Well, I was able to go buy them at like 15 because I look a
with
little old.
GameStop. I was able to get my stuff without adult supervision.
You're older than us, but Isaiah definitely looked like 5 years older than his age.
Yeah, so I was able to go at like 15, and they wouldn't ask me for shit. And I'm like, thank you.
Did I tell you guys that recently I went to buy like a pack of Dutches at a gas station, and the dude looked at my card and looked back at me and was like, "Is this you?" And I was like,
the fuck?
"Yes, it's me."
What
like,
the fuck? Who else would this be?
No, it's not me.
A pack of Dutches? Do I really gotta fake my ID for a pack of Dutches? Really?
I wonder if he's ever caught somebody like that. Just saying, "Is this you?"
This was like, no! And they just run out. They run away.
Anyways,
That's funny.
so moving on to our next segment here. These are the games.
Ooh.
These are the games.
There you go. Anyways, so I know we all associate games with a certain memory or like a certain time period when we play with them. Me specifically, I have a lot of the time when I play games, I listen to a certain album. And so I wanted to talk about games that maybe resonate with albums that we remember for specific time periods of our life. And I have a couple examples to give you guys. Like, I remember when I first got into Minecraft, I had like really been blasting the first Cudi album. So for some reason, like I associate the two every time I play Minecraft. It's like, oh man, I remember listening front to back that first Man on the Moon, and like it was just an experience. And also like that Isaiah Rashad, I played a lot with that Plants vs Zombies game for some fucking reason.
That game.
And
You played Plants vs Zombies.
the Garden Warfare one.
That one was actually pretty fun. That multiplayer was pretty fucking fun. Actually.
It was fun. It was very fun.
That's funny.
I literally bought this fucking limited collector's edition of the sequel and then never played it. But
Limited collective edition. That's funny.
yeah, I'm stupid like that. Anyways, so what are some games that you guys have that you associate with certain albums or like certain artists?
Well, definitely Kingdom Hearts is a given. Those songs are just iconic. Every nerd knows.
I don't know.
Every
any of
nerd
them.
knows Sanctuary. Every nerd knows. I don't know the other one on top of my head, but I could do the lyrics. You know, it's just every time I see Matt play Final Fantasy or I'm playing Naruto and want like a good fight song or something, those are like my first two go-tos. It's just Simple and Clean and Sanctuary. And even the new one that she did with, who is it, Steve Aoki? I could be wrong. Face My Fears. I think that's amazing too, and those songs go well past Kingdom Hearts. Like, I listen to those with any game that I play. Not really album, more so like singles on my end.
Right. Okay. Yeah. For me, it's usually I'll make like a playlist or it'll be like a specific album. But I don't know, because I don't really go for like a specific tone, I guess. Maybe. I don't know if that like has something to do with I could only play like this type of music if the game matches this tone. But
I'm definitely like that.
Hold on, let me just interject real quick because I do have to start putting on my shoes. Another album that I would say like brings up memories whenever I would watch you guys play games is Eminem's Recovery album. I remember that was
What did we
always on
play?
replay.
Fucking played.
wait,
You know
We played like Army of Two a lot.
what did I play? What did I play when I
Was it Army of Two?
What was I playing when that album came out?
You were, I mean, I could probably pull up the year, which was
Black
usually
Ops.
maybe 2012,
No.
2013.
No.
Yeah, 2012.
It might have been Black Ops. It might have been Black Ops because they had that
definitely
fucking
Black
pink song
Yeah.
on the zombies
The
mode.
Doctor?
No,
No.
the Won't Back Down.
The Doctor. That's like Katy Perry.
If you do the freaking Easter egg, then it activates the song. We're like, here we go, guys.
There you go.
Dude, in the fucking Pentagon where you get to be JFK?
Yeah.
Not only that, but fucking Castro.
Dude, I forgot to consider that. Holy shit.
We pray to be stronger men.
Bro, why didn't they just put Hitler in the fucking game as a character?
They definitely should have.
Amazing.
That would have been hilarious. But
I think Hitler might have just ended AOL. He might have just said, "Hey, I know you guys are my comrades, but I have to kill you too."
comrades,
Comrades.
comrades.
I don't like it.
What were you saying, though? Isaiah? What type of music
It definitely depends on. I'm definitely with Gabe on like. It depends on the type of game I'm playing. So if I'm playing like for example, when I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that shit like I never played that game without like some music in the background because it was so like I didn't want to hear all the bullshit in the game all the time.
No, yeah.
But I definitely just listened. I just kept listening to like shit that wasn't like sort of like mood based. For that game, there was a lot of fighting, and so I would listen to something with that was like fucking very heavy, like rap, like bars type shit specifically. And then when other games are like more relaxed, or I'm not shooting or doing anything crazy, like when I was playing Pokemon, I would mainly listen to like Cuddy or Rashad or like somebody who has a more relaxed ass tone or feeling to their music.
Can you listen to like a podcast when you play?
I do.
Is it too distracting?
I do all of that.
Yeah?
I listen to podcasts literally the whole time I play any game.
Oh, okay. Sometimes.
Yeah, I was telling you about that podcast I went to, the Symphony. It's been on repeat so much to where I've memorized most episodes and most jokes, like just sitting it down playing Pokemon.
How can you re-listen to a podcast? I can't do that.
Me either.
Did you hear me, Gabe?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
No, what did you say?
I said, yeah, I did. I heard.
Oh, no, but I asked you I asked you a question though.
I'm sorry, no, I didn't hear you.
I said how can you re-listen to the same episode of a podcast?
Because like I brought up, it's literally like two drag queens who are black, so they're hella ghetto, they're snapping off at each other, they're talking about each other's mamas, baby mamas.
That does sound pretty fine.
Yo, like, and they talk about like superhero shit too. So like, there's one of them who loves Dark Phoenix, and then the other one's like, no, that movie's crap. And they're just like, oh, well, your mama's like, it's funny banter.
Sounds like something I would never want to listen to.
Yeah, it's funny banter. Like, I'll be playing Pokemon, and then I'll hear like one of them say something like off the cuff, and I'm just like, like I'll just start. It's just enjoy. Here.
For sure. I think depending on the game, certain games I have to listen, like pay attention to the audio or like the I don't know, like some games I want to listen to the music that's in the background, depending on if it's good. I'm not super hardcore with it, like, you know, some gamers who literally download the fucking album of songs or like games to their Spotify. But I mean, there's a couple that got some slaps, you know. Sonic games, they got them slaps, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta. Mario games are pretty good. Zelda.
They're the video game music. Like, they get actual composers to make beat sounds that we want to hear. Sometimes they're not that good if it's a shitty game, but you know it's a good game when their soundtrack's A+.
I've been diving back into some Kirby games, and those fucking are always on hit, bro.
I'm probably the only person who plays sports games, but
oh, they got real songs.
They got real songs.
Yeah.
Shout out to 2K12 specifically. That shit, that fucking album, that playlist they had on that one. It wasn't even like popular songs like they're doing now. It was literally just like
some underground shit.
Some underground fucking. Well, then they had like Drake, but then like a lot of the songs were like from people you've never heard, and this became so catchy and like synonymous with like when you're playing 2K12.
Are wrestling games considered sports games, or are those considered?
Yes.
Wrestling's a sport.
Poker a sport game? I don't know.
No,
I would love to play poker like on PS4.
That sounds a little boring. You probably play with grown men.
You have to make it You have to make it like a whole experience. So you have to like go into the casino and like you have to like walk in,
like a first-person casino, like you're in Vegas hitting the slots. That'd be dope.
That would be hella funny.
Oh, yeah.
Virtual casinos where you can actually gamble for virtual money.
Bro, now is the perfect time.
It is.
Casinos are out. Like,
actually, they're opening back up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, Vegas has really weird rules on what you can do, and they might do slots right now, and literally the only thing
that's
open,
their whole economy is based around.
yeah. So anything open in Vegas, the only thing open in Vegas right now is casinos, and like literally like no one's going on top of Corona, but like the casinos lost so much money, so if you go, you're just gonna feel like it's set up for you to lose money.
I have a friend who lives in Vegas that says the whole entire strip is closed.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's scary, man.
I was like them.
That would be scary to see. Yeah.
It's like your whole state's income in was one location is gone.
So
Can they make a Call of Duty game based around quarantine?
yeah, I think that already exists. It's called.
What was that? Nuketown?
That's that'd be pretty scary.
I think the Division 2 is pretty close to what's happening right now. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think that's literally just like.
I don't know anything about the story.
man. You know, speaking of Call of Duty. When I was playing on my 360, I remember I only had like 3 CDs of music that I would listen to that my dad gave me. One was like an old school rock tape, and 2 were 2 specific Tupac albums. I installed all 3 CDs on my 360, and there's a media player on your 360 that lets you play the music while you're playing the game. So I played like every Call of Duty, and I would only play those 3 albums. And I remember just like Tupac always just fucking like, "Yo, Mary." Like, I played on Veteran, man. That's the only way I could play on Veteran. I couldn't play on Veteran if I didn't have Tupac.
Bro, I would feel like the fucking one if I was playing Call of Duty with Tupac.
And I can only listen to Tupac with it.
No,
but that was like back in the day, man. I was like in middle school. Like that was, man.
I hang out with these groups of friends. My best friend Colin, his whole house plays video games, and they don't really listen to music per se because he has like 5 roommates, so they just sit there all together and they pass the hooch, and play games. And something that has always excited me was how much games bring a sense of community, whether it's just 2 people sitting down playing or 5 to 10 during a party.
What's like the best like up to 4-player co-op like party experience game you've gotten out of a game?
Mario Party.
Mario Party? Mario Kart?
Yes.
Any Mario Party game.
Like
Multiple game, like
a party experience you've gotten from a game, like playing with multiple
Smash Bros. Like
It's got to be Mario Kart, I think.
Smash Bros. Hell yeah.
Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Hands down. I remember.
A lot of tournaments.
Yeah, I remember passing the controller after losing and be like, "Here, it's your fucking turn." Be like so pissed off while everybody's doing Ice Climber and like the top tier people, and I'm like, "You're fucking kidding me! I give up."
I hate that shit. Bro, no, Brawl gets me so fucking pissed off every fucking time.
Yeah, they got games that were like 4 players.
And it's only gotten better, but it's also just gotten worse because they released so many new characters and people figured them out. To where it's just like, Kirby's top tier, yada yada. And I'm like, how? And he's like, I'll show you. And I'm dead in like 1 minute.
An underrated one is definitely Bomberman.
Bomberman is
yeah.
dope, bro.
Those are
Bomberman on the
definitely
PS3.
Yeah,
I
those
had
ones are
that
definitely
one.
fun as fuck.
Three
If you got
games.
all 4.
I got it because Michael was like, dude, this Bomberman shit's online.
Bro,
That's just hella fun.
that shit was. I forgot what that one was called. I think it was like Bomberman Live.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it was like it wasn't even like the old cartoony like Bomberman. It was like fucking like Metroid like looking like.
No, you're thinking of the 360 one. You're thinking of the weird one that they tried to make him like a human and like.
What?
Bro, they tried to like
costumes
make Bomberman like
Real guy.
real.
That's scary.
Yeah, it was
pretty
weird.
funny.
But no, that Bomberman game on PS3 was a fucking. I got my dad playing that shit, bro. He played that with me for a minute.
Oh, shit.
My dad don't even know how to hold a fucking controller.
What's that one game that came
That's
out?
funny.
And of
I
course,
remember your dad would get that iPhone that he didn't even know how to use. Like, hey, how do I type where is the text app?
He's still like that. But also, Wii Sports, I think, is like, who didn't know how to play that fucking game?
Yeah.
Not in person, but like online. Definitely. I'm trying to think of it as like I'm trying to say it. What's the game where it's 636 PlayStation 4? It came out with PlayStation 4, like on launch. That everybody fucking plays, and you're like, it's basically capture the flag in the houses.
Capture the flag in the houses?
I'm in my house. Let me grab the fucking game.
You have it?
Yeah.
You have it? Okay, Isaiah's gonna go grab the game. Good.
Okay.
That sounds familiar. I can't think of it right
Dude,
now.
me and Aiden were talking earlier today about. Remember Call of Duty World at War had a co-op campaign?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. It was fucking weird because you guys both played as the same person.
Pretty fucking much, I think.
I think in the first level, you can see your camera zoom in on a random soldier.
Oh.
And the cutscene always goes like...
Oh! Isaiah was talking about Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh,
Oh,
Rainbow
shit.
Six Siege.
Makes you actually have to connect and be like, go to the fucking
Right, no, yeah.
and actually talk to people.
Yeah, I remember for a minute, there was a cool minute, I was playing that with Roosevelt and Stefan.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys clearly like this game more than me.
I know, I'm like, this shit is hard, guys.
Dude, fuck Steve, man. I swear, like, oh, you got 100 hit points. It's a lot of hit points. Like, no, it's fucking not. Because 3 seconds and you're just fucking done. That's it.
And then you're playing, watch other people play the game.
I hate games like that. That's why I don't like Battle Royales that much.
Yeah, all my homies play Counter-Strike, and I can't get into that one either. Which is the same thing as Siege, except more flat.
Okay, so, Gabe, do you still have a little bit more time, or do you have to get ready to leave?
No, yeah, I'm free. Like, I don't have to clock into work until like 30. It's just I gave you my time frame so that I could like capture the bus.
30.
Okay, well,
So I'm free for like the next hour-ish.
okay, for sure. All right, well, I guess we can go and move on to our next segment. Whoa, bro, are you driving right now? Like,
I'm on the
okay. Anyways, so let's go on to our next segment here. Cue up. Cue up. Oh, by the way, Isaiah and Gabe, this is the segment where I literally just ask random questions for you guys.
Got it.
And yeah. So, first question. What is the most appealing video game food?
Oh, man.
Like from a video game?
Yeah, like that you've seen in a video game.
Oh, Cooking Mama, duh.
Oh, okay.
Easily.
All right, yeah.
I get to make it, and then I get just like,
What if you fuck it up,
I'm
though?
hungry now.
Shit's all burnt at the end, and she's like, "Ah, you fucked it up."
For me, it would have to be the star fruit from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what that is, but that sounds delicious.
Well, those peaches
It's
Yoshi.
literally like a grapefruit or a peach that's in the shape of a star.
It's pretty sick.
What if in Cooking Mama, like when you fucked it up at the end, she's like, "Well, now you gotta eat it."
You worthless piece of shit.
She's like, "We not wasting this shit."
You turn around, go to the back, and like feed it to the dogs.
You gotta scrape the plate with like the DS stylus. Like,
Just reminding you.
I'm trying to think of
Mama's
food in
coming.
video games. I'm trying to think of more food in video games. I'm trying to.
to me, I don't know why it's kind of oddly specific, but and it's not even like a video game fruit or food. But in Pikmin 3, they have some super high res fruit that you collect because you know you're small in that game, so
Yeah.
you pick up like these giant ass strawberries and shit, and then you juice them, and it all looks like hella HD, and it just every time it happened in the game, I'm like, man, that looks so fucking good.
You're on a bottom, and it's a big ass peach, and it's like the juiciest peach in the damn world.
Yeah.
They call it rock bottom.
Yeah,
That's
They give them
hilarious.
funky names, like weird, because you're supposed to be like on a weird planet.
They don't have a name for these fruits, so they just make up ones, and they're always fun.
That's fucking fun.
This is
Also, you know what game fucking scares me? The fucking it's a simulator of you're performing surgery on someone.
Is it Surgeon Simulator?
It probably is. I don't know. I see gameplays about like Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you just like some floating hands?
They'll literally like freak me out because I'm like, that's what it looks like inside my body. Like, I'm not taking out of me.
I'm pretty sure it looks way more worse than that fucking game.
It's scary. Yeah,
What were you gonna say?
Plus, I'm also afraid I might fuck up and kill them. So.
definitely that.
Oh, that game's so fucking hard. That game stresses me out so much. It reminds me that like I'll never be a fucking doctor, never be a fucking anything health.
What's the show?
You bring dishonor onto your family. Yeah.
What's the show about?
Racist.
That's racist.
I was gonna say another like food, but like it's kind of was already in a TV show. Dragon Ball Z. I always wanted a sensu beam, or a little beam to get stronger. What is it fucking called?
The Zenzu?
It's a Zenzu beam, right?
Yeah. I always wanted one of those. I don't know why. It just always looked.
Same.
That should look like a little fucking Tic Tac.
Like you pop and you get yoked. That's pretty much.
Like, can I jump off the bridge and then eat that after?
Were you saying something, Aiden?
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, okay, my bad. You guys were probably just talking amongst yourselves.
Oh, no, I was just wondering, maybe you know the answer. Is My 600-Pound Life the one with the people trying to lose weight, or is that the one about the woman who documents her life?
No, that's a show about fat people.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The one about the woman is called My Big Fat Fabulous Life. And Isaiah's laughing because he knows that I know all of these TLC shows.
Old lady, Michael.
I'm pretty impressed, actually.
You guys
Fucking
were talking about that
disgusting.
surgeon. I remember My 600-Pound Life, the fucking surgeries were disgusting.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
they would really be in that room,
Pulling
like-
out mayonnaise from your
This
intestines.
TLC just made a fortune off people's shitty lives.
I know, they're
Like
like,
in Small People, Big World, or whatever the fuck.
bro,
Little People, Big World.
they're just in
I
the
was like,
surgery
fuck.
room, like zooming in, like, yeah, give me more
Go
of
ahead.
that. They slap it on the table and shit. They're like, yeah, let's look at that.
TLC really made so much money off people's just garbage lives.
Right? Like,
Hoarders.
That's my shit.
I know it's your shit. I don't hate that.
Okay, next question. What's a terrible game that you love? That you know is bad, but you still get enjoyment from playing it?
It's called My Life. Yeah, I'm joking.
That hurt.
Yeah, I felt that one.
Haircut deep. Any sports game I continue to buy.
Sonic Adventure 2 for me.
What? Wait, one sec. You said any sports game?
Yeah, I just realized it, like I've known for my whole life, of course it's the same game over and over. Like I can't wait till I'm just like basically putting the VR goggles on and just throwing the football my damn self at this fucking point.
That does sound cool, but
I mean, I might as well go play football, man. But then I don't know.
you know,
There's something for being in the virtual world, you know?
Or managing a team or something like that.
That'd be
Different.
creepy in VR. These people are 6 feet tall. I'd be like, "What's up, y'all?"
did you know?
We can't hear you from down there. It's just like...
EA tried to get away with literally reskinning FIFA on I think the Switch or like I believe it was a Switch, but they literally just 1 year they just put the same game out twice and called it like the next year, thinking people would notice.
Really?
Same game?
This exact same game.
Oh, like FIFA 19, they gave it to FIFA.
And then
21,
like
they said FIFA 20 on the Switch.
like they would just literally call it the next year, but it's the same game. And then they put it out and charged $60 for it.
I mean, that
That
sounds like
product-
all fucking sports games.
It does sound like most sports games, but FIFA's like specifically FIFA is the easiest one to just copy and paste.
No, they literally did that apparently.
Yeah, FIFA's the easiest one to definitely just like redo and just not even no one would. It would be hard for people to notice because literally you're not up close to the characters like that when you play FIFA either.
And I think all you can really do is just update the roster.
Yeah.
And I hear that the people who do that are literally like waiting like
for something
like
to happen.
4 minutes before the game fucking ends to
Yeah.
whoever gets drafted to like update the shit in Madden. Like, all right, this person's on this team.
Yeah, and then you have specifically in like those games, you have like user files that people can update their own rosters. And like, say you download a fucking file for a roster like a football team, and they're just like straight up.
Like the best.
They make like, well, let's put it for a basketball team. They make like the Monstars from fucking Space Jam or something.
That's cool though.
That is cool. It's cool as fuck, actually.
Rolf, what was your game?
I'm gonna say Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh my god, Rolf, I might just have to say the same.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think Adventure 1 might be worse, honestly.
Yeah,
2 is
maybe.
bad.
But
2 is really bad.
2 is definitely my favorite one that I can admit is pretty bad in a lot of ways.
It's so, you know what's so crazy? I did not want to admit that was a bad game as a kid, and then like looking back on it, it's like, oh my god, this game was terrible. Like,
Yeah, it's just.
what about you, Aiden?
Wait, I couldn't understand the question. What was it again?
Your favorite game that you know is bad,
But-
that you like acknowledge is bad, but you like it anyway.
Shit. Man. I don't have an answer for that one.
It's all
I'm
good.
weird. Yeah, like I feel like,
If you like it, it's probably a good game.
yeah, like I always like I can see the good in the game.
I try to do that too, but there's just sometimes where I'm like, damn, this shit is just
Garbage.
there's no getting around it. This shit is bad.
It's like I'd say Silent Hill 1 is really clunky and bad in a lot of ways. It doesn't hold up like a video game would because it's bad.
I guess that's a good example of something. Like, even though, like, yeah, you can really appreciate everything else about it, man, the controls as a game,
Yeah.
awful game. That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, like, move, like, the tank controls, and then just, like, the anime, yeah, that's actually a good point. But you still love the game, though. You know, you still love
you can still,
everything
that's
about
the
it.
point. We love these games despite their flaws.
Yeah.
Well, on the flip side of that, what's a game that you think stands the test of time? Because I know there's games that we really enjoyed as a kid or we think were great, and then we go back to and we're like, this doesn't really hold up as well, like compared to modern games. But then, for example, you go back to something like Ocarina of Time, and one could say, you know, even though graphically it's you know an old game, the game itself still holds up, like the structure overall. Do you have any in mind that you would say still hold up today?
Yeah, I
I could listen off.
Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance.
That comes up a lot.
Damn.
Yeah, that is a great
Never
one.
played that one.
That was
Just
scary.
platformer-wise and Metroid-wise, I mean, for a fucking Game Boy Advance game, man, just like the sound. The
Scary,
sound,
bro. Fucking spooky.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've been so scared playing a handheld fucking game. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, speaking of scary, we're in 2020 now. When we talk about old games, we could be talking about a game from like 2000, really.
Bro,
Yeah.
literally, I'm
of
fucking Gears of War, dude. I'm holding this shit in my hand.
2006.
When did this come out, bro?
3?
2006. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. That is crazy. I still have never played this.
Man, it's a hallmark of third-person shooters, dude. Everyone tried to be
really
Gears
is.
of War. when that came out.
Rolf does have a point, though. When we talk about old games, at this point, we could
It's
be
old
talking
as
about,
fuck.
like, PS3 games, you know? Like,
Yeah.
My first thought was Star Wars Battlefront, the
Oh,
OG one.
shit.
that
yes.
one does hold up,
It
bro.
does.
You know,
Yeah.
I think Matt was
It's
just
not,
playing
it's
that
not
the
old
other day.
like old school though, but it is an old game by now, and that's kind of
It
crazy.
definitely is an old game.
what were you saying, Gabe?
So I think Matt was just playing Battlefront the other day.
It's worth it.
Yeah, that
it's
was-
fucking worth it.
People are still playing online, too. If you go Battlefront 2, like, online, it's still a very popular community.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Well,
that,
I think anyone in the Star Wars fandom will play whatever Star Wars game just to get their little Star Wars fix.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
You
like
do have the series.
Matt owns all the steelbooks and will literally just lay in bed and like going to sleep, and he knows them like script by script. And I'm just like, okay, I'm a first-time viewer. I don't need the movie spoiled.
I think Another game, well, for me personally, is Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't think I played a Mario Kart more than that one game.
You're right. That one does hold up because they never brought that shit back.
They should have.
I don't know why they didn't.
It was so good.
I really want to experience that game with as many people as they intended you to have.
Oh, really?
I mean, because I only ever played it with like one other person, maybe
I played like
2 other people, but
I played 4.
Oh, wait. So are you telling me that you could literally get 2 people per cart for like 4 carts?
Can you?
Didn't they have like a splitter? I swear there was like a splitter so you can have more.
I don't know. I didn't know if you could do that. I know that if you had fucking 4 people, you all could both team. You could team up.
Yeah, I would always have the most fun out of that playing like on the fucking back of the cart, tossing shit.
Yeah, they should have been brought that back. They're fucking stupid.
Hopefully for 9, bro.
Yeah.
What about that Nitro, the Crash Kart?
Holy fucking yes, that one too.
That game is actually a bad game though.
That I don't give a fuck. That one was so fucking good.
You're thinking of
Crash Tag Team Racing.
Tag Team Racing.
That the battle royale shit in that one kicked Mario Kart's ass.
The only thing was like you could just mash with someone and get first place and then just fucking leave them behind.
That was so fucked up. That was the best. Oh, that's definitely. I'll put that in my game that was bad that I fucking loved. Another game that holds up. I had another one in mind. What about you, Michael?
I think it's pretty obvious. My fucking game that stands the test of time. My perfect. You could play through in an evening, 1 to 2 hour experience. Fucking Crash Bandicoot Warped, baby. Crash Bandicoot Warped, baby.
Yeah.
I would say a close second. Well, no, because Crash was on the original PlayStation, so that definitely holds up to me. I would say that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's the perfect answer.
It's a really good 3D platformer. Which is hard.
I will continue to rep this game until they make an updated remastered Rayman's Arena.
Oh yeah, bro.
Until we get a remastered version of that, that was my shit.
You know, I fucking another series that always makes me think of you. When I bought my PS3 off of Facebook, some dude gave me like 10 random games with it, and one of them was Skate 2.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm like, I've never played Skate 2. I played 1 and 3. But might as well just hop in and fuck around.
Skate's one of the best fucking game series that just a whole.
It was like an anomaly. They changed this whole skating game, and then skating games died.
I know, right?
It sucks.
They just made like the best series, and then they're like, never mind.
We'll just make this so real. People will just go skate outside.
Damn near. That's what it felt like. Also, they said that they like recently put out a quote online. Like EA said that they're not interested in making a Skate 4, but they're like trying to port Skate 3 on like mobile devices. And I'm like, why do you just deliberately hate your fans?
Why don't you want to make money? That's the thing.
That's some Diablo shit.
Do you guys not have phones?
That's not the point, Ralph. We want a Skate 4.
Yeah, make a Skate 4.
Another game that was part of that list of games that I got was Thief, that on PS3.
It looks a lot like that other game that you said you had.
Dishonored. Yeah, I always got those mixed up. But
it's definitely a lot less fast paced. It's a lot more like patience.
What?
To think of a game that was so fucking bad, I will fuck up this whole segment and say this: fucking Brink. Jesus Christ!
I remember
that was
that,
the worst
bro.
fucking game I ever played in my life.
Another Bethesda game.
I got Brink on PC.
Is it better on that?
Wait,
4 years ago, or not that recently, but it was already way dead.
Oh yeah, it's fucking.
I remember
garbage.
Isaiah tried to convince me to get that game.
And I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, never mind.
I like it though. It did a lot of ambitious things. It was just not enough. It was like weird, clunky.
As fuck.
I like the spirit of it. The whole the campaign's kind of dynamic, and you can pick one of the two teams, and campaign mission is kind of like an online match as well.
But then
that's fun.
And then for some, it was just clunky as fuck. You're right. That shit just didn't make sense.
It seemed like their whole thing was like, it's like Mirror's Edge, but like with guns.
Yeah, but the problem was you have to be like the skinniest dude.
Yeah.
To actually do the vaulting stuff. But those guys have the least health, so you're like, well, I'll be the big fucker. But those guys move like a fucking snail. They can't climb over anything that's higher than your knees.
Exactly.
Yeah. So maybe you pick the medium guy, but then it's just like you're a normal fucking Call of Duty guy.
Pretty much.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I have another question here. What's the best demo you guys have ever played?
Lost Planet, Extreme
I
Conditioning.
was gonna say that too.
There we go.
I was gonna say that too.
That might go down in history.
motherfucker.
That might go down in history as one of the greatest demos ever to exist.
That definitely was.
We all were on that shit for like
as we can.
so long, bro. Like, why didn't we buy that fucking game?
Eventually I did, but it didn't have the same magic.
Yeah, everybody was because that was like a free online. You literally just hop in a match for free online. And that was the demo, and so you just play with your friends, and it was so fucking
Yeah, you don't
cool.
need classes, you don't need different maps, it's just a little arena. It's simple and fun.
Yeah, bro, we played that for a long fucking
Yeah,
time.
we did. That shit was hilarious.
You know, my first demo that I ever downloaded actually was Skate, the first Skate.
That demo was fucking awesome.
It was fun. Yeah,
You just got to play the game.
yeah, you just got to fuck around on a skateboard. What about you guys?
Damn. You know what's weird? I really liked the fucking Limbo demo because I was like, man, I really want to buy this game one day. But
That did intrigue me a lot.
yeah, I kept playing
Limbo.
demo. I was like, man, like this is a fucking game. Like
You get to the
just,
spider and
yeah,
oh, fuck.
yeah, and you're just like moving around, and you're just this little kid. You see his eyes blinking. You're like, what's the point of this shit? But like, and then all these new games started coming out that looked like Limbo. Like everything started to look like Limbo after that. It was really crazy.
Yeah, that was very revolutionary, I feel like, for that type of series of games. But,
You know what? Sorry to interject. The Patapon 2 demo was pretty dope.
yeah, bro, even the 3 demo, because you got to play that one online also, but,
Oh yeah, hey, I forgot about that shit. That
yeah,
was the cool
man,
demo.
that game does not get enough love, bro.
This wasn't a demo, but in Target, I used to play that Paper Mario.
Which one?
I just won a Fairfield.
No, but which Paper
It was
Mario?
like the first one. Wait,
On, like, GameCube or Wii?
well, GameCube.
On
Definitely
GameCube?
GameCube. You gotta
Oh,
go
shit,
to
they
fucking
had-
Target.
Damn,
I was in
bro.
Target for like 20 minutes, and then I get to play, and then it wasn't an actual demo. It just faded out,
What the fuck?
and then you just start from the beginning again.
I remember a specific memory of playing F-Zero at Walmart on a
Shit.
GameCube. The GameCube one.
F-Zero is my shit too.
That was a smart idea to like hook kids and get them to buy more games.
That was a fucking.
That was of
Wow.
course. That's how they
Wow.
get you. Gabe, what do you
Or tastes free.
do you have a demo that comes to mind, Gabe? Are you still?
There was that loco.
Roko.
Loco Roco?
Yeah.
Oh.
That, no. Thought. No. Not.
You're kind of chopping up a little bit. It's hard to understand you, but
Okay. Well, give a minute. Thank you.
okay. Well, you know we're close to wrapping this podcast up anyway, so it's all good. I have probably one more question here for you guys before we wrap it up, and I am actually just gonna list I'm gonna give you a series, a video game series, and I want you guys to tell me what the best game in that series is, from your opinion. Really quick. Here we go. Zelda.
Best one in that series is gotta be hands down. Shit. I don't know. Wind Waker is very near and dear to me, but Timeless Ocarina of Time feels like the right answer.
I agree.
I would also say Ocarina of Time, but Breath of the Wild, I think, is
I'll
probably
choose the one that's hated, Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
I'm
bro.
joking.
Okay.
I like Twilight Princess. I like the aesthetic of it.
What about
The
Mario?
bullshit
And Sonic at the Olympic Games.
What is the greatest Mario game in the series?
Super Mario 3.
I would say.
I haven't played that many Mario games.
I'd
really.
say 64. I would say Super Mario 64.
Super Princess Peach.
Super Mario 64 is probably like one of the few ones I've actually played through.
Okay. Call of Duty.
Black Ops.
Black Ops 2.
World at War is my favorite campaign.
Yes, sir. World at War, baby.
What was fun as fuck.
But Call of Duty 3 actually has my favorite multiplayer. I remember me and you playing that, Mikey, and that was really fun.
It was fun because that was like when I was first experiencing online games for like the first
They
time.
had jeeps and tanks. The maps were pretty big.
Yeah, you could
I
drive a
don't know.
fucking Jeep.
Oh, wait.
The sidecar too. That was dope.
Battlefield, for sure, yeah. But, okay, next series. What's the best Marvel game?
Ooh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like that curveball to it, man.
Marvel?
Marvel.
You say Marvel game?
Fuck.
Marvel.
Let me. While they're looking it up, I gotta look it up.
It may just be Spider-Man 2.
Ooh.
Amazing Spider-Man. The one that just came out. Spider-Man.
My choice would be the GameCube Rise of the Imperfects. Not
You
sure.
remember that game, bro?
Yeah. I love that game.
Okay, you and Aiden have an answer?
I haven't really played any Marvel games. I don't really have one.
I definitely like the when the first Iron Man game came out. That was fun.
Okay, what about Kirby?
Oh, fucking Riders.
Air Ride?
Air Ride, of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah, man.
Easily.
Yeah.
Nightmare and Dreamland.
Bro, Nightmare in Dreamland is probably
It
mine
was
too. That one was also a classic.
That 64 one was really interesting too.
It was pretty weird though.
Yeah.
Alright, last one I have here on the list. What is the best mobile game that you guys have played? Like on your phone?
Marvel's
Man.
Avengers Alliance.
That one is a good one because that's basically a fucking RPG.
Just the whole game.
That would probably be my favorite Marvel game if they like really fleshed that shit out.
Oh, hell yeah.
That shit was, man.
Man, probably Bastion.
Oh, that was, yeah. I still haven't played that game.
Man, on the mobile it's weird, but I got pretty good at the controls, and I got pretty far like in because you can go through like these horde modes and get these trials, and I got pretty good.
Personally, I haven't really played too many full-fledged games on mobile, but as far as mobile games go, I think Plants vs. Zombies
Oh, shit. Yeah.
is like the perfect time killer.
Right, that and like Bejeweled.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds, bro, classic.
But they made it into
classic.
movies.
Damn, I think I always tended to play a lot of Rayman on my iPhone
Oh, yeah, you did that.
because it's like an endless runner type thing where you just tap to make them jump, and it kind of seemed like that was already the vibe for Rayman, so it works out.
A fun run.
Yeah.
Fun run, bro. I never got into that,
I remember playing that shit in middle class, and teachers be like, "Put your phone away." Like, no.
bro. That was I remember everybody in school playing that shit
It
though.
was unstoppable. It was unstoppable force. The Wi-Fi at school literally slowed down until they had to tell kids to stop playing Fun Run.
That's hilarious. You play any games on your phone, Gabe?
I actually don't. But do you guys remember that like one of the Power Heroes game where they would give you like the top hit?
Oh
Yeah!
yeah!
I do
That
remember
one was hella fun.
I remember I had that fucking when it
That's
gives
not-
you hell, when it gives you hell.
Oh shit!
When you see my face,
I
I'm gonna
remember,
give
yeah.
you hell, it gives you hell.
Dude, I was playing at my house the other day.
Oh man.
God.
Classic. Well, hey guys, that's all I have for you today for this episode of Too Many Games. I want to thank my panel for making the time to be on this episode. Thank you, Isaiah, for sticking with us. I know you're feeling sick,
For sure.
but still making the time to be here. for Gabe being here while getting ready and heading to work, and for my two cousins, who graciously always find the time to talk to me for an hour out of their weekend. So
Hell yeah, bros.
thank you all. And make sure if you guys enjoyed this episode, you subscribe and rate us 5 stars. Check out everything we do over on blackatlasmedia.com and check out our YouTube. I'll throw all the links in the description. And if you guys have anything you want us to talk about or any questions for the next episode, let us know and we'll answer them. But you guys have any parting words before we end this episode?
Fuck Trump 2020.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully, don't get any viewers for that.
I mean, we don't need them.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I can't wait to buy the fucking PS5.
Oh yeah, have you guys seen that tech demo? The Unreal Engine 5?
That one game?
Dude, I'm scared to look at it because people keep saying it's amazing.
Whatever the fuck that Asian shit?
It is amazing. No, you're thinking of Ghost of Tsushima. That's
They didn't
that's
do that.
PS4.
Oh, something happened on the PS5 where
Yeah,
they showed it and they
it's
showed like all the triangles and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Unreal Engine 5 basically. It's
What
like
game was that?
it's not a game. It's just a tech demo.
Oh, that shit was amazing.
Yeah, but they said that fucking because it's owned by Epic Games, so they said that Fortnite's gonna start using that shit in 2021.
That's good. Kids don't need that. They're just wasting time on kids.
Yeah, but
That's hilarious.
you guys should check it out. I recommend seeing it. It's basically your glimpse into what games are gonna fucking look like next gen, because it is running live on a PS5 and it's like actual gameplay.
That
so.
shit looks fucking crazy. They
Check
have
it out.
A real life fucking cave in there. I was like, wow.
Remember the PS4 tech demo with the face?
Yeah, I damn near nutted when I seen that.
Yeah, those look pretty nice.
That's hilarious. But
It was just a face.
it's so funny. Really quick before we end, I went back to watch an old Ratchet and Clank playthrough I did from 7 years ago on an old YouTube channel, and on it, I'm in sophomore year of high school, but I'm playing through it live, and on it I'm talking about like, wow, the graphics in this look so real. Like, it's pretty funny.
It's like crazy, man.
People play
Like,
that's what people sell them the
thinking back,
PS1.
man,
I still remember vivid memories of my dad playing PS1 games and just fanning over all the graphics.
They
It's
playing
like,
Rayman, bro.
I'm ready for that experience now with the PlayStation 5 and this next generation. But we shall be coming back to you guys, whether it be next week or soon with another episode. I suck at these outros. Anyways, thanks again, guys, for listening to Too Many Games, and we'll catch y'all on the flippity flip.